Guten Abend. Good evening, dear ladies and gentlemen. With the Ukraine crisis, a topic returned more immediate to Europe during the last month, that is war. Suddenly, it is not faraway countries that are threatened by war and civil war, but also our European continent. Together with the imminent threat of war, also old stereotypes of enemies come back again and are constantly being rehashed. The Russians are the warmongers, the EU and the US are the peacemakers. But more and more people awake and recognize that the truth is entirely different. Alternative news stations spring up all around the world, and mature citizens stand up to demand peace and truth. That's also happening in Berlin, where every Monday at 6 p.m. all kinds of different people are meeting in front of the Brandenburg Gate to hold a picket for peace. At the first event there were about 100, a week later 400, and at the fourth vigil almost 3,000 people came. Last Monday, a camera team from Klagemauer TV was on the spot in Berlin to get some information what exactly is moving the people to go out on the street. Why are you here today?
Well, I'm incredibly interested in this present time to learn and listen to these speakers. It's important today just to open the eyes in order to assess things more skeptically and maybe better. Such a demonstration is very important these days, where everything is about profit and greed, and the whole system is principally pretty much crooked. In as much the power of money is influencing our life so much, that's what I'm worried about right now. And especially politics, how they're warmongering right now. I don't feel correctly informed by the media. Meanwhile, I think it's pretty much the same everywhere. I have to take effort to find other media where I can inform myself, form an opinion, and that's also the reason why I'm here. It's important that we all go out on the streets together and simply show we're here. Thank you very much. I'm glad that there's such a different kind of people out here. It's not a German problem, nor a European one. It's a problem of this world. You have not yet learned. You're miles off. We warned you. We claim our rights. For we are the people. There is no way to peace, but peace is the way. I personally strongly believe that every human has the right to live his life in an own responsibility and love, and that there should not be any power in the world that should be able to hinder him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are standing here at the Brandenburg Gate in Berlin, where during the last Monday's vigils for peace were held. Besides me is Lars Mehrholz, the initiator of the Picket for Peace. Good morning.
A wonderful good morning.
May I ask, who is Lars Mehrholz and what gave you the idea?
Lars Mehrholz is an ordinary citizen like everybody else and who has followed the recent media broadcasting about the Ukraine on the internet. And if you've researched how the economic system works and all concerning the plus compound interest, all concerning the fiat money system and the central banks, the whole thing made up a picture where I just had to go out on the street and the people have to get that information.
You've called your activity Protest Vigil for Peace. By what do you see peace endangered?
Yeah, on the one hand, through the situation in the Ukraine, through the broadcasting of our media that is almost inflammatory and propagandistic. The Western allies pretty much threaten Europe. The NATO shouldn't have extended, but it did extend. And I'm not so sure if other nations would be as sober as the Russians are at the moment. That is pretty strange.
One topic that's very important to you is the demand for an honest press. In your speech of March the 17th, you said, media actually are our biggest problem. What do you mean by that?
Well, the media don't always report the truth. Nowadays, if you want to be informed, you can't just rely on the media. You have to research for yourself and get up for yourself. At the end, you finally have the information, but the information you get from the media is not always true. You need to research it for yourself nowadays.
How is the media reacting to your event?
Oh, very amusing. The news broadcast Tagesschau, as the first medium yesterday reported, they wanted an interview via mail, and so wrote them a 3-page email, and everything was taken out of context and presented in a wrong way, while they are really rushing against the Monday vigils. Jutta Ditford from the Green Party actually got broadcasting time on TV just to rush against us, just imagine. And they defamed us as anti-Semites and insulted us, that is all the 5,000 people that are here out on the street. That is unbelievable. And one of my best friends is a Jew. I want to stress that again. I've been to Israel several times. That is the greatest nonsense I've ever heard in my entire life. I'm sorry.
Last Monday, we could see again that many people from all kinds of backgrounds came together on the street and demanded peace. How many came despite the fact that it rained?
Yeah, that was incredible. Even despite that terrible weather, we had about 2,200 to 2,300 people gathered here. Well, next Monday, we guess, then we'll be at the Potsdamer Platz on Easter Monday, and I guess we'll have around 5,000 people or even more. That would be nice, and Andreas Papp will speak, so it'll be worth it.
Yeah, the movement has grown rapidly. In how many places will there be vigils at the same time on Monday?
In over 20 cities.
Thank you very much for the interview and all the best to you in the future. A thank you to Berlin. Also, in one of today's broadcasts of the Deutschlandfunk about the Monday vigils, Mehrholz and the speakers are said to be spreading conspiracy theories and extreme right-wing thoughts. Dear ladies and gentlemen, with this example you see once more what happens when an ordinary citizen without any political background and membership courageously expresses his annoyance concerning the present political system and the missing objectivity of the mainstream press. He immediately is driven into a corner by these stereotyped buzzwords. The initiators and participants of the Monday pickets don't seem to be kept back by that and enter the next round on Easter Monday. Dear ladies and gentlemen, maybe there are pickets for peace in your region as well. A good opportunity to boldly stand up and make it clear we are fed up with all the warmongering. We are fed up with all the media lies. A good evening to you.